It was supposed to be a straightforward stealth camp. Just James, some concrete tunnels, and a quiet night in an abandoned construction lot. But within hours, he'd be face to face with a stranger in the pitch black, wondering if his gear was worth dying over. So, what happened? Tonight's first video comes from Junkyard Fox Outdoor Adventures, a Texas-based channel that treats urban decay like a 5-star resort. James Harris films wilderness survival, bushcraft, and the occasional questionable decision to sleep where no one wants to find you. The production quality is high, the soundtrack is original, and the life choices are debatable. But here we are. It's March 11th, 2026. Abandoned construction lot, Texas.
This came out pretty good. All right, so it is chow time. So I did let it cool off for about 5 minutes because I know it's extremely hot. I hate burning my mouth, and I'm committed to the bit. I even bought some snazzy chopsticks at the Asian store so I can eat it as it's supposed to. Now, I'm terrible at these things. I don't even recall last time I used them. But shouldn't be too bad. Look at that. And that is some mushroom with some noodles.
Afternoon spent scouting concrete infrastructure tunnels, basically a maze of rebar and shadows that communicates one thing very clearly to anyone paying attention. James sets up dinner anyway. Ramen, dried mushrooms, shrimp. He knows the rules. Lights on in this area is a flare going up. He eats fast, kills the illumination, and plunges himself into total darkness. The tension doesn't creep in. It arrives all at once.
Hello?
Thanks for the light.
What's up? You can stay right there. You can stay right there.
What's that? Okay.
All right. Just what's up, brother?
You have some shit?
No, I don't have. I'm just staying here the night, and that's it.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
You too.
The stranger emerges from nothing. Flashlight beam blasting directly into James's face. He keeps his composure immediately. Takes control of the room, which is a concrete tunnel in the dark in Texas. You can stay right there. The trespasser asks for supplies. James shuts it down clean. He's only staying the night. The man accepts this and walks back into the dark. No escalation. Just two people in a tunnel measuring each other's situation in real time.
Well, that was pretty stressful. So I had just finished eating my noodles. I had turned off the lights, and then I was putting away the gas stove, the grill, the pot, and I could hear a sound like a backpack being dragged, and sure enough, there was a gentleman coming this way. He must have seen the lights when I was eating like an idiot with the lights on, or earlier when I was walking around in broad daylight. But he approached me. I tried to be as polite as possible, but make sure he knows, to get away. And sure enough, he left. But now I don't feel comfortable where I'm at because at least one person knows I'm here. So I think now is the time to keep scouting for another spot that I can hold up, just where I can feel a little bit safer. So I think that's what I'm gonna do now.
Adrenaline crashes. James is visibly shaken, stress in every movement. His position is blown. The stranger either saw the cooking lights or clocked him in daylight. Either way, this tunnel is no longer a viable option. Staying would be volunteering for a second visit.
All lights are out, switching to thermal. Hopefully this gives us the advantage. We can see them, they can't see us. So... I don't see anyone.
Decision made. He kills all white light and switches to thermal imaging, scanning the perimeter for heat signatures before moving. If the stranger or anyone else is out there in the shadows, James wants to see them first. The thermal gives him an edge, but he's still unarmed, still exposed, and hunting for somewhere new to sleep in the middle of the night. He slips out to a nearby gas station for water, finds a tight nook between dirt mounds, and sleeps on jagged rocks under a wool blanket, rather than risk the tunnel. 2 hours of light sleep with his ears running the whole time. Packs up at sunrise and gets out clean. That was way too close for comfort. A forest surrounding a 300-foot mine shaft doesn't sound like the kind of place you'd think twice about. Just trees. Just darkness. Just the memory of 344 men who never made it back to the surface. But when the sun goes down and the spirits start answering questions, those trees start looking a lot less friendly. Let's see what happened. The second video tonight comes from Moxley's Paranormal World, a UK-based channel where Max explores haunted locations with night vision cameras, EMF meters, and the kind of optimism that gets people killed in horror movies. He's at Pritoria Pit, a disaster site where an entire generation of miners vanished underground. Most people would read the plaque and keep walking. Max brings a spirit box. But here we are. It's August 30th, 2023. Pritoria Pit disaster site, United Kingdom.
So this is one of the shafts?
Yeah.
Mate, imagine if you could get into that. How deep would you say that was?
You reckon they were about 300 foot deep?
How many people died there? It was like 300 people, weren't there?
320 something, yeah.
320 odd people. And all the bodies are down this shaft.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
There was a woman who let her kids and her son, so it was her sons and her grandkids. They all came to work one day and then never returned. She lost a whole generation of family.
It's mad,
She had nothing left, yeah. Crazy.
It's upsetting that though, isn't it? You know what I mean? Imagine losing your entire family.
But coming up here, like, you just feel the energy.
Yeah.
Like, it does feel really weird, doesn't it?
Well, you've witnessed a lot up here. Even in your childhood, you witnessed stuff up here, didn't you?
There's a guy who haunts the lake. He's an old bailiff. He used to be an old trout bailiff. He used to be a trout fishery. And we were fishing one night, and we shouldn't have been. It was pretty late. And we saw him, literally saw him. He spoke to us, and then disappeared. And there's a...
Max kills his main light to show what dark actually looks like out here. Absolute blacked out nothingness. When the light comes back, there's movement in the tree line. Subtle shifting shadows, cutting through dense foliage at speeds that don't match anything with 4 legs. No crunch, no breaking branches, just motion where motion shouldn't be. The feeling isn't paranoia, it's being tracked.
It is so dark out here, mate.
I know.
It's a weird feeling to it. I don't know if it's because I'm expecting to see some homeless people up here or...
I think they're down at the bottom. We should be alright. We'll have a walk around though and then
Yeah.
see if we can find the devil's chair.
Oh yeah, there's the devil's chair as well, isn't there?
Look at your torch, something like good that is. What
Honestly.
you saying? No matter how, I'm just saying don't
These
matter
are the best torches ever.
how bright your torch is, you struggle in here. Well, that one, doing really well.
Mate, I didn't see nothing. Because I was looking down at this road, this path. Oh, what did you think you seen?
I thought I saw a person stood there, and then just like, in like a red or burgundy like clothing.
Hello?
We were just here with that
Oh
public.
mate, I best not do that because we might get the homeless shouting back to us. You don't know, do you?
No. Right here now, just thought I saw somebody, like...
The pursuit feeling intensifies. Then, a heavy tree branch snaps nearby, Deliberate, weighted force. They freeze and scan with night vision. The canopy gives nothing back except the distinct sensation of multiple points of attention. Something in those trees is choosing where to look.
Here we are then. That was on the path, that then.
Is someone here?
It's like the whole rooks. That's what they call it, the rooks, the floods.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many different spirits been seen, not just mine, as the bailiff and the white lady, because she used to own the house on around the back before they knocked it down recently. It was abandoned.
All right.
And the guy used to own it, Lord Hulton. Before him, there was a guy and he was an archer. So he had the big house and he had a horse and they jump on the horse. And he was a rich guy as well, so he didn't have to fight wars and stuff. But he did. He jumped on his horse and used to kill people with a bow and arrow. Mad. But yeah,
Up here?
Yeah, I've read this. So the house that's on the road up the top that's been knocked down. I remember you sending me a bit going up in. That one, it was owned by Lord Hulton, who owned all this land. He literally owned everything.
No way.
And then obviously the mines came in years after, and then P. Luldin started to buy the land and build houses, but they can't do anything on this land. This is why it's got so much energy here.
Mate,
It's untouched.
The hell is that? We'll come out night vision for a minute.
Spirit box over the primary disaster shaft. The activity spikes immediately, whistles through the trees that aren't wind or wildlife. Then one clear word cuts through the static. Child. Matching the history of young boys lost in these mines. K, 2 spikes to full strength. Names come through. Smith, Miller. Names that appear in the historical registry of the 344 dead. Then 2 final words delivered in sequence. Beware. And then, go. 3 a.m. Damp. Freezing. They leave with equipment that functioned exactly as it should and data that doesn't sit comfortably. Something down there answered. Something with a name from 1910 that knew they were standing above it. Max is already planning an overnight campout to go deeper, which is either very brave or very much not the lesson here. I think I'll be sleeping with the lights on tonight. 4 p.m. The rain is coming down hard. Katie checks her gear one last time. Headlamp at full charge, stove ready, cave selected. She thinks she has enough time to get inside, get set up, and wait out the storm. But darkness has a way of speeding up. When you're somewhere, your body is telling you to leave. Let's take a look. The third video tonight comes from Katie Roams, a UK-based channel documenting solo female adventures, wild camping, and the kind of honest, unfiltered experiences that make you question your own survival instincts. It's June 17th, 2026. Cathedral Quarry, Lake District, England.
One of the oldest pedestrian bridges in the whole of the Lake District. I don't know what the night's going to hold. I mean, I've never slept in a cave before, so I really don't know what to expect, but I think it's going to be really cool.
Wet day getting wetter. She crosses a 17th century slate pack horse bridge with the riverbanks bursting around her. No cell signal, just a historic stone arch and an underground shelter waiting on the other side of the storm. Optimism intact. The cave is waiting.
I've just seen 2 massive spiders. Give me the heebie-jeebies. Not there. We're not staying in that one. I do not like spiders. I don't like the idea. I've got this like fear of when I'm asleep, if I've got my mouth open, what's stopping something from just going in? That is just grim.
She relocates to an adjacent section and tells herself it's just arachnophobia. The cave disagrees, settling into the new spot, and something shifts. not the weather, not the light. A deep, inescapable unease with no identifiable source. She notes she'd feel safer alone in an open field than enclosed in this specific system. The walls feel closer than they are. The silence feels like it's listening.
So eerie. This is the problem, is when you're alone, there's no one to I don't know. There's no one for anything, to be honest. I've got absolutely no signal, and I don't think that's helping either. I have got, and it is telling me no. So let's go back into the rain, back into the forest. I'm going to try and find a stream to wash my hands in. And let's try and find somewhere else to sleep. It's not actually as wet out here now, which is good, but I don't think it'll last for long.
She steps outside to reset, and her body keeps refusing the location. Physical nausea near the entrance. Her instinct is telling her to find a different cave, abandon this one entirely. Hike back out into the downpour if that's what it takes. The cave hasn't done anything she can point to. It doesn't need to. Old mining ruins for shelter. Tries the stove again. Rain returns hard, soaks the lighter. No light, no hot food. Just broken walls and wet dark on all sides. The midges arrive, thick cloud biting everywhere. Katie notes they don't come out in heavy rain. They never do. The environment itself has become hostile in a way that stops feeling coincidental. Head net on, spirit broken. She sits in the ruin until 9 p.m. weighing it up. Staying would be reckless. She trusts the instinct that's been right all evening, packs up, hikes back through flooded trails to the car in the dark. The cave wanted her gone. Everything around it agreed. I'm not sure I'd have stayed past those spiders. You've probably looked up at the night sky and wondered what's up there. Most people see stars, satellites, maybe a plane. This guy sees something else entirely. Something that moves too fast, shines too bright, and disappears where it shouldn't. It gets worse from here. The fourth video tonight comes from Skywatch Explorer, a UK-based channel where a guy named Mick takes high-tech night vision gear into isolated moorlands and hunts the sky for things that don't file flight plans. He's looking for UAPs, military tech, whatever's moving up there that shouldn't be. It's March 25th, 2024, Rivington Moor, Lancashire. Open hills, dead silence, and enough local paranormal history to make any rational person question what they're seeing.
So guys, we've got a bit of wispy cloud moving in, but quite clear. We've got a full moon over there, so we're never going to get them really dark skies. But we can see the stars, not as bright as what they will be without the moon. I'm sure we'll see anything else moving up there as well. So there we have the full moon. And with this bit of cloud about, not ideal viewing conditions.
Then he spots it, a brilliant light cutting across the sky at impossible speed. Not satellite speed, not plane speed, something lower, faster, brighter. He checks flight tracking apps, satellite databases, nothing. No commercial flight, no known military route, just an object burning across the Lancashire sky, with no digital footprint whatsoever.
Strange noises. Trying to do more continuous footage rather than just filming close, so I won't miss anything. And I'm still baffled by what that could have been. We're definitely moving through the clouds, and when the clouds are moving it can give the appearance of lights moving up there, but that was shooting towards me. It's another mystery.
The light holds its trajectory, straight into a dense bank of low cloud. Mick tracks the exact path, lens trained on where it should emerge. Objects don't vanish inside clouds, they pass through them. He monitors the moving air masses carefully, acknowledging how shifting clouds can create illusions, lights appearing to move when it's the atmosphere playing tricks. He's methodical. Camera stays on the predicted exit point. Nothing shortcuts the process.
Pass through a clear slot of sky and it just didn't. This camera would have picked it up. If it started fading out, it would have picked it up. It just completely disappeared. Not shown on the apps, no idea. And it seemed to be moving fast. It moved high up and moving very fast, so it would just lower down, whatever it was. That's what I love coming out, you just never know. You never know, guys, always worth it. So lots more coming up. Like I said, I'm off to Wales. Please do like, share and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this director's commentary on all the videos, giving a lot more detail on.
The moor goes quiet. Then strange animal sounds echo across the empty hills. Foxes barking, badgers calling. Perfectly normal wildlife that sounds perfectly paranormal when you're standing alone in the dark trying to process an object that just blinked out of existence. Final horizon sweep. The psionic sensor is sensitive enough to catch faint satellite signatures, dim aircraft lights, anything still moving up there. The sky is empty. Whatever it was, military tech running dark, some unmapped black project, or something else entirely. It's gone. An object as bright as the International Space Station, moving faster than anything on the books, disappearing inside cloud without emerging. Dead flight trackers, empty satellite databases, and the distinct impression that UK airspace contains things no official channel will acknowledge. Was it stealth technology, an atmospheric anomaly, or something operating up there that specifically doesn't want to be tracked? The sensors didn't malfunction. The apps didn't glitch. The object just stopped being there. Would you have kept scanning, or would that disappearance have been your cue to drive home? Yeah, I'm good on moorland skywatching for a while. What makes someone climb into a drainage pipe and decide to spend the night there? For Todd Champion, it's just another Friday. But this time, the pipe runs beneath active train tracks. The water never stops flowing, and the darkness doesn't care how many clown costumes you packed. Let's see what happened. The fifth video tonight comes from Campin' with Champion, a channel where a guy named Todd takes stealth camping to places that really shouldn't be slept in. Drainage pipes, abandoned structures, spots most people walk past without a second glance. He goes there intentionally. The footage exists, so here we are.
That's where we go down at to get down there to our spot. Oh. Easy does it. Oh gosh. Oh. Almost down. Man, I hope there's no water in these pipes. Here we go. Dang, I'm seeing water flowing out. Oh man. Dang it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put a cot in there or not.
The hike in. Dense brush, creek crossings, full costume, briefly attempted. The mask comes off fast. Alabama heat in a sealed concrete pipe is its own kind of horror. Now, he's just a guy watching daylight disappear from inside a drainage tunnel, which is somehow more unsettling than the clown.
Weird noise. Now I hear some dogs barking. This is gonna be a long night, y'all. Oh, but my other light, I do have a battery bank with me and I'm charging my other light up, so I'll have it to use here in a few hours. There we go.
He treks back to the vehicle in pitch black for forgotten gear. On the return hike, aggressive, chaotic sounds from the surrounding woodland. Something being hunted out there. Todd says it out loud. Something is being eaten in the dark while he walks back to his pipe.
It scared the crap out of me. It sounded like, I don't know, like something falling and then splashed into the water. I haven't got up to go look yet. There's a part of my brain that thinks that if I go look around that corner, there's going to be something there. I'm going to go check it out. I got to pee anyways. I got to try and get out of my bed without my sleeping. Just heard something else. I was going to say without my sleeping bag falling in the water. I don't see anything.
Adrenaline fading, exhaustion starting. Then the train horn, deafening, and within seconds a massive cargo train thunders directly overhead. The entire concrete pipe shaking violently, metal screaming against rails just feet above his head. Every surface vibrates. The sensory overload is total and there is nowhere to go. He keeps his headlamp on all night, wears earplugs to block out the environment. The railway above never stops being active. The water below never stops moving. He wakes at 7 a.m., packs fast, and exits before the next train rolls through. Mission accomplished. Nervous system status, unclear. I'm still trying to process why anyone would choose this as a weekend activity. But that's the thing about these explorers. They see a drainage pipe under active train tracks and think perfect campsite. The rest of us see a disaster waiting to happen. What makes someone willingly walk into a forest that locals won't enter after dark? For Carl and Paul, it's the promise of forgotten history and the challenge of spending a night where the trees themselves seem to want you gone. This is what came back. The sixth and final video tonight comes from Exploring with Carl, a UK-based urbex channel where a guy documents forgotten underground networks, abandoned military sites, and the kind of wild camping spots that come with centuries of dark reputation. It's April 7th, 2023, Canic Chase Forest, Staffordshire.
Wandering the woods in the deep, dark, scary
woods of Canic Chase.
woods of Canic Chase.
Oh, what's that? I nearly tripped over that then. Oh, you got to put your light on the floor a lot of the time. Look, like these.
There's a lot of trip
These old
hazards,
stumps.
sure.
So watch these. Keep your light down to the floor. Is always the best option. These are slippy, so watch these.
Oh.
Yeah, watch them. See?
So,
It's always best to look at the floor.
we've got a bit of rain, guys. Look at that for an old tree.
I know.
Wow. Look at that. Check that tree out, guys.
Wow.
If only trees could talk, eh?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Carl and Paul head into the pitch-black woods after making camp. Terrain immediately hostile. Slippery hazards forcing both flashlights strictly onto the ground. No looking up, no looking ahead. Just the next few feet of wet woodland, and the rain closing in from every direction.
That light there? That's weird, isn't it? See that light?
Oh,
is that
yeah,
a star?
I do
What
see
is that?
Light, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
See it?
It doesn't look
Oh, it's
like...
faded, it's gone. Did you see that?
I can still see it now.
I can't, it's gone.
It doesn't look like a house light, it looks like a
Oh, there it
torch
is,
light.
yeah, I seen it there then. Oh, it's gone now.
Do you want to go? Let's go and
There,
investigate.
there, it's moving to the right.
Yeah, let's go
That's
for
weird,
it.
it's like it's moving to the right.
We
Look,
don't
look, look.
run, we go towards. Like proper
That's weird, it's
chaps.
gone, it's gone. It flew over somewhere. That's weird, wasn't it?
But
Which
no,
way do you want to go?
I know we
There it
like
is,
to have a
it's
laugh.
back, it's back.
I know we like to have a laugh.
There, there.
but,
Can you see it? Look through my phone.
I can see.
See it? There. There, distance.
Yeah,
Like flashing.
I'm looking at it there.
That's
We've-
weird.
Yeah,
It looks like it was moving.
I can see it.
Can't see it now. There it is, there.
Yeah, we've got it. It's still there, Cole.
Yeah.
Let's go towards it. We don't run, we go towards.
That's
Like
with a
proper
torch. That's with a
investigators.
torch. That's with a torch moving.
Further from camp now, tracking the light, and the forest does something that has no clean explanation. Their sense of direction collapses completely. They stumble onto a campsite in the darkness, and it takes a moment to register. It's theirs. They walked in a straight line away from their tents and completed a perfect circle back to the start. The GPS didn't fail. The compass worked. They just walked a circle they shouldn't have walked.
Listen. There. What is that going? Ooh. Can you hear that, Paul? You still awake? There. Can you hear something going? Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Ooh. 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 Paul, he's still awake? No, he's crashed out. I can hear it. What is it? Ooh. Hello. Ooh. I think that's probably a deer or something. Ooh. Can you hear it, Paul? Are you awake? Paul? Can you hear that, Paul? Going, ooh. Listen. No, not you. Ooh. Right, it must have heard you getting out of the tent. It's stopped now. Maybe it's a deer. The deers go, ooh. That's your bloody stomach then.
It comes back in the dead of night. Same sound, same rhythm. Cutting through the rain with the specific quality of something that knows he's in there. He stays in the sleeping bag and waits for dawn. Morning, tea, gear packed. No concrete apparitions. No legendary big cats on camera. Just a moving light that led them in a circle. A spatial impossibility with no technical explanation. And something that called to them repeatedly from the dark outside their tents. The GPS worked. The compass worked. They just walked a circle they shouldn't have been able to walk, while something in the trees called out to let them know it noticed. Started as a history lesson. Ended as a survival story. Yeah, I'm good on haunted forests for a while. That's it for tonight. If you watched all the way to the end, you're either very brave or you made some questionable life choices. Either way, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and click one of the videos on screen. I'll be back soon with more reasons to stay indoors. See you then. And if you made it this far, there was a hidden word somewhere in tonight's video. Drop it in the comments if you caught it.